understand how important it is to weave into the fragmented inner child, which is what you're talking about, which is looking in this lifetime. It's, you can't not heal the inner child. You need to heal the inner child, because when those events happened in this lifetime that were traumatic, a part of you just shattered and is fragmented with that belief that that child had. And the past lives in some ways are no different to that. So a part of you in that other lifetime either believed what was happening to you as a truth, or you believed what people were projecting onto you. But what you see is, when I take people through the past lives, in general, you don't see more than 9 significant events in a past life. And we're going through the events that were significant in the past life. And then we get to the last day of the lifetime. And it's very important. You can turn it all around at the point when your soul leaves your body. And if you ask people, what did you learn? What decisions did you make? And you hear what they believed to be true, okay? They believed what they were experiencing to be true. And so that's what they've taken through with them into another lifetime. You know, in truth now, in 2000, because, you know, we're talking about this now in 2017. When I started doing this work in 2000, my thoughts and beliefs have evolved and changed in everything I believe about what I do, through experience and through the earth energies going through another frequency. It's almost like what I believe now is that we have compromised our DNA. We had our DNA shut down. We have believed for thousands of years that we need to, you know, die, reincarnate, die, reincarnate. Whereas now what we're starting to realize is that we could stay in this physical body a lot longer. But we can't do that if we're carrying all the past lives in an emotional, traumatic state with us.
So the next question that I have, that it's really not clear for me, is that why do we get the past life memories erased when we come to this earth?
I think, and it's a really good question, and I sense I could be open to changing, but where I'm at right now, I think what happens is the memories get erased because of a myriad things. One of them, we're not conscious conception, you know, conscious birthing, vaccines, you know. So when you birth a child, if you haven't cleared your own birth trauma when you birth your own child, you will relive your own birth from this lifetime. So then it becomes traumatic. Then you have a traumatic birth. Okay, so there's a lot of trauma happens to you in the birthing process. You're not kept in what's called your luminous energy field for the first 7 years of your life. So then your parents maybe feed you formula very early on. You don't have enough breast milk. Your mother's maybe on a lot of medication when you're born. That could be a contributing factor. You know, your parents don't keep you in the light body. You may be given a lot of formula milk. You know, you may be fed a lot of chemical toxins. Your parents might not have been that healthy. They may have ate a lot of processed foods. They may have had a lot of vaccinations. Do you see how that lowers your vibration?
So what you're saying is that it's not natural that we don't remember past lives. Is that right?
I think we were meant to remember. We were meant to, it's a bit like a coordinates. It's like a map of, you know, this is who you've been, this is where you've been. Don't glorify who you've been. Who you've been is irrelevant. What's important is that we become karmic neutral with, we're not being triggered by emotions linked to our previous lifetimes.